do like the short week, especially coming off a loss, because we can get that bad taste out of our mouth real quick. Welcome back to Unblocked with Brandon Graham, episode 5. Bo, what you got for him, man?
Listen, BG, we got to turn the energy in this city around. Everybody's down. Phillies are down 2-0 as we record this. Eagles lost their first game of the season, like the first game in a calendar year that Jalen Hurts started and finished.
Yep.
Let's turn this around here on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, of course, presented by Bet Parks and Parks Casino. We got a lot to get to. I want your thoughts on that loss for the Eagles.
Yep.
I did go to the Phillies game 1, and there you are on the big screen. So I still can't escape you anywhere I go, which I think is great. Lots to talk about, but we're going to start the same way we started last week. I want to give you a blind ranking.
Okay.
We're going to do head coaches.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
All right, here.
I'm going to start with your first head coach, Andy Reid. Where does he go 1 to 10 for you? Not knowing who's coming here in this ranking.
Right. I'm gonna go number 2.
Number 2. I think that's smart. Next up, we've got Mike Tomlin.
I'm gonna go 5
Okay. How come?
because of how long he's been there.
Okay.
You know how tough his defense has always kind of been.
Yep.
He's a defensive coach, head coach, and so yeah, I like him in my top 5.
Okay. Speaking of defense, we've got the head coach who you played with, D'Amico Ryans. Where's D'Amico going?
Ooh, okay. I like D'Amico, man. If I had to say right now, 7.
7.
Yep.
Did you have the sense as a teammate that he was going to be a coach one day?
I did. I thought he was going to be a coach, position coach, whatever it was, because of how he handled guys in his room on helping them, you know, because he already knew the ins and outs of the scheme. And so it was cool just to see him kind of help Michael Kendricks. And that was the main guy at the time that was young and that needed that type of guidance. And I remember him being that for him.
Okay, 2, 5, 7. Next up, I know you pay attention to the Lions. We're going Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, he's doing a great job. I would say, you know, I put him in the middle of there between D'Amico and him. What's that, 6?
6?
Yeah, we go 6.
Okay, next up is John Harbaugh of the Ravens.
John Harbaugh, that's a good one. If I had to say, he top up there. I'll give him the 4 spot.
You're going to give him the 4 spot.
Yeah.
Okay, well then how about his brother, the Michigan man, Jim Harbaugh?
I'll go 8.
8? Really? John over Jim?
Yeah, I'll go 8 because, I mean, even though he moved around a little bit, you know, John been there for a while.
True.
And I know sometimes I don't always tell the whole story, but he always got a tough team too.
All right, now I think you were smart. You were holding off that 1 spot. I'm curious if you're going to go with Nick Sirianni.
You got to know it. You got to know it. It was between him and Doug for real.
Okay.
I was just thinking because Doug gave me my first one.
Yes.
But, you know, Doug is not in the league right now.
Right.
You know, and usually when you got coaches that's like hot, I mean, even say Coach Reed got fired, he gonna get a job. Like I don't know his situation. I don't know if he just took some years off based off what happened with the Jaguars or whatever. But that's why I didn't give him the top spot. But I got to go with Nick.
But if you're stumping for Nick as being the best head coach, what's the reason?
Because you know what, man, I felt like he got better every year. He was one that I got a good relationship with too. That's another thing too. It's not like I didn't have a good one with Doug either. It's more of like, man, I've been to his office. He makes that connection. You know, he always try to make that connection. So it's been nothing but love, and I put forth effort too.
Do you get the sense that the way that he is perceived by people on the outside is unfair, that they don't understand everything that he does?
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of myself in the beginning.
Okay.
Of how he's the underdog in this situation that they hired him to do, and then things has not went always the way he wanted to in the beginning, especially the interview in the beginning. Then he getting clowned for that. Then it's all these, what is coach doing? He's not running the ball. Now it's passing the ball. Now you got to deal with. But he's been to 2 Super Bowls since he's been here, and you know the way we went out that 23 year, they was talking all this stuff, and man, it's been up and down. And you know, even when you win the Super Bowl, you still can't win because this year It's about
Right,
passing.
your first game of the season, and all of a sudden.
But what I do like about him is he stay consistent with how he coaches and stuff like that, not based off what's going on. Sometimes we all slip up and get, because I feel like this last game they was listening to the media and they wanted to get a point across to get the passing game going, but then we neglected to run a little bit. But now I feel it's nice because that's the part of the journey that you see that you need to go through, because you know it's an elephant in the room. You know that we need to get this together, but now we can't worry about just it's the team. It's more of the team. And now we know we can do both, but we all got to be on the same page, which Devontae said. And I know they will, because they putting forth effort to do it. And sometimes you got to go through these little rough patches and still be 4-1. And luckily that's where we at. And so we got time to get it right. So they can't worry about the outside noise, because I felt like we got caught up in this last game because of that.
With Nick, we see, he's very, it's culture, and all that stuff. Can he be tough on you guys in the meeting rooms that we don't see?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can be tough. Every day when we in team meeting, he's always pointing out the details, the stuff that you did wrong, and it's not always happy-go-lucky Nick in there. And he is somebody that, man, we need it. We got to have this right here. BG, da-da-da-da. He might throw out, BG, tell me on this play, what do you have here? And then be like, oh, man. Because sometimes you might not have been paying attention.
Right.
And now you got to stay on
We've
your
all
toes.
Been there, yeah.
Oh, man. And sometimes some people just not good being called on. They know what they talking about.
Right.
But putting them on the spot sometimes don't always work. And Nick know that about some guys. But I know for me, he want people to see that a vet can still get got too.
Yeah.
And so that's why I like about it, because we all can get comfortable where we at right now and be like, oh, coach ain't got me. Coach ain't gonna make me look crazy. And sure enough, be like, no, you better stay on it, because we need you too. And so that's what I like about him, man. I like that he gonna hold you accountable. It ain't perfect with that either, because sometimes you got to tread lightly with certain players, but you still got to find a way to connect and get to them to where they can respect that nobody is exempt from, getting better and getting policed.
Is there anybody from your career who hated being called on or like that or something like that?
You know what, Vinny?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vinny ain't Vinny ain't mess with that. Vinny ain't mess with that because he didn't want to not understand, because he didn't want to be wrong and then look bad in front of his guys.
Sure, of course.
I mean, who do?
Right.
But yeah, Vinny was one of.
All right, we got more Eagle stuff, but let's finish the coach room rankings. I think we've got number 3, number 9, and number 10 still available here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you Jonathan Gannon, your former defensive coordinator.
Let's go 9 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little rough patch for him going on right now.
Did you see him?
I know. I seen him
the other day?
I seen him.
Oof. And then he's yelling at the guy on the sideline. I mean, he can't be dropping the ball before the end zone.
But I know it broke him a little bit right there.
It did break him a little bit. All right. Next up, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay. What we got? 3, 9,
3
10?
and 10. Yeah.
That's a crazy one right there. Because
you don't know who's coming next.
I know I don't know who's coming next. And if I had to think about it, all right, I'm gonna go 10.
You're gonna go 10 for Sean McVay. Yeah. I think I don't know who you were expecting. Yeah. But I think you made the wrong decision on this one.
Okay.
Number 3 then is gonna be Brian Dable.
Oh man, that's tough. But I thought you were saying Belichick. I thought you were gonna say Belichick because I was like, okay, Belichick got to be the last one because he got Coach Reed, he got this person, got some of them top guys.
I was keeping it active guys.
Yeah,
it could have been somebody. Could have been like Kyle
I like
Shanahan
the active though,
or somebody like that. But
if I'd have known active, I would have probably he's active but not in NFL.
This is, I believe, the highlight of Brian Dable's coaching career. Yeah. To be number 3 on your list.
And I'm gonna say 3 because that's the last person that I had to choose. But that would have went number 10 for sure. I should have went McVay at 3 when you said what you said.
All right, the blind ranking gotcha. All right, time to run it back, BG, as we look at the Eagles' first loss of the season. They were up 17-3 early in the fourth quarter. give up 18 points in the fourth quarter and lose 21-17. You were at the game. What were your big takeaways?
We had first half we was doing good. Defense was playing good. Third quarter even. But I thought where we messed up was the penalties. The dagger shot between AJ and
What do you make of that play?
I feel like it's one of those things where I know the sun was an influence too. Not saying that as an excuse, but when you could see some of the guys, especially like what was one play that I seen? It seemed like it affected. Did somebody have a drop in the game?
In the Sutton on the Broncos' first possession.
Yeah. And so I look at it like it was one of those plays where he got bumped. That's what I meant to say. He got bumped. He got rerouted, and just the timing was off, and he probably thought he was late. And I understood both sides of it. You got to stay ready anyway. You got to make sure you stay ready all the time and just finish the route anyway. But I seen that he got bumped. It wasn't just a clear get through and then run. But
you can completely understand why AJ Brown would slow down a little bit because it's deep into the play.
Yeah,
he got rerouted.
Yeah,
but at the same time you're like
you got to always stay ready. You always do got to stay ready just in case, and that's why it's always good to finish anything that you start anyway. But we can. It's controversy on both sides of it.
Sure. Mm-hmm. What did you make of the Eagles only running Saquon 6 times in this game?
That's where I felt they listened to the media a little bit. They listened to the outside noise, and that hurt because you can see that we can do this, but make sure that you run it the way you do it. Have a balanced offense. That's that's getting everybody involved, and that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us special because of the type of people we got, the O-line we have. Of course, we have to get healthy again, but more than likely, we got good backups in there too that can get you time. But we got to make sure that we have a balanced attack, because the one sided was more because of everything that was been going on with the passing game.
Now, some of it is also what the defense is showing, right? So if they're loading the box, it makes more sense to throw. But I want to, when you say listen to the media, I will defend the media a little bit.
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
there was pressure coming from in the building too, right?
Yeah.
AJ is saying we need to throw the ball more.
Yes.
So it's not just the media.
Yes, it ain't just the media, but people use the media, and then the media talk about it all day.
Yeah, give us our whipping.
Yeah. I'm just saying, really, those questions that's asked in the press conference, KP.
Sure.
That's all he heard. That's all he hear is what's going on with the passing game.
Right. Why aren't you
talking
passing?
about
Why aren't you passing?
AJ, then Jalen, is y'all all connected? All that stuff, and then you start to kind of play with you a little bit in your mind, where you like, all right. Sometimes it could play with you like, all right, I'm about to come back and show these people, everybody.
So it was working.
Yeah, it was. It was
the first half, right?
And I know he got some pride about himself. He want to make sure that he's doing a great job. And so all I'm saying is, do it. Don't let them affect you, because myself included, we asking questions. All right, I got you. I hear it. Yep, I heard it. Some stuff go in one ear, not the other, because nobody see the journey and what you go through and the steps that's taken to make these plays happen. And so, I really feel like the media got us this one, but it's a great learning experience.
Smitty has a great game. Has that 52-yarder from Jalen Hurts. A couple of really nice catches. The one that got called back for on fourth down for
we had some chances to win the game.
It was nice to see Smitty have a breakout game.
Oh yeah, I was happy for him too. I mean, man, we know we can do it. We know we could have been did it, but it's just more about now they're figuring out how he's calling the game, and then a little bit of it now is we all can help each other and say, hey, remember, don't neglect the run, or don't do this, because at the same time, it is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure playing for the Eagles. It ain't easy. People don't realize the pressure that I didn't realize it till I got out of it. Then,
oh, really?
Yeah, because, man, I used to bite my nails. I used to be in meetings like this. And now, man, I don't think about none of that stuff. I'm like, man, I'm out here. And people don't like that I'm out here just enjoying myself, because everybody know I understand the pressure that's week to week. Sometimes you can't even enjoy the win because of all the little details of what we've been dealing with.
Yeah.
It's 4-0. We just 4-0.
No,
And it's
it
like
is
they gonna
crazy.
figure it out. Last year they figured it out and they got you a bowl. Hold your horses. Relax. You enjoy as a fan, enjoy the win.
Right.
you know,
Tell me more about the stress that you didn't realize you had until.
the stress that you don't realize is some of the stuff. Even with the stress you put on your family, depend on how you handling losses.
Okay.
Because for me, I'm just happy all the time. But but at the same time, it's not all the time. But it's just when you break it down to the little things, like, man, I'm just thankful that I can walk. I'm thankful that's just replaying my mind a lot because my mom was just big on that, like coming up. Like, man, it's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to be this. And so I always kind of check myself when I do get in that negative space. But everybody deal with it differently. And so sometimes it's how you playing. Sometimes it's if you playing good and you losing, you not as sad you're not as sad, but you still want to win. But if you got a good team and you're not playing good, and then oh man, I need to pick it up. You sometimes doing a little extra, too much sometimes to know like dang, I'm doing all this and I ain't even myself right now. Because yeah, man, like for me, I used to have my regimen of what I did and I was liking it. And sometimes you get positive and negative results, but you ain't got to switch it up. Just stay consistent with sharpening your sword. Just keep sharpening it. Because sometimes it might have a dull moment. But as long as you keep believing in it, just keep working on it, it'll come at the right time. And so that's how I looked at it. Like when we wasn't getting sacks, I didn't just stop working or start doing something different. I just was like, look, I know this works. I know it has worked. So stay committed to it. Because it's real easy to want to switch up and then you in a worse situation. Get your home ready for cozy season during Ashley's Fall Savings Event, happening now. Discover the season's warmest and coziest hot buys for every room in your home. From stylish living rooms to welcoming dining rooms to relaxing bedrooms, you will find beautiful looks starting at just $299. And right now, buy today and pay later with no interest for 60 months. Because fall isn't just a season, it's a feeling. Visit your local Ashley showroom and start saving today. Hey, it's BG for my team at the Bet Parks Online Casino and Sportsbook, the only sportsbook and casino app that I recommend. Because there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. Join me and download the app now. Make your downtime fun time. It's all right on your phone. Bet the Birds game or play classic casino games. Play hundreds of hot online slots like Whitney Houston and Huff and even more Puff. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. BetParks.com for details. So, whether your team scores or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParks Online Casino and Sportsbook app. Remember, you must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, y'all. Here's the thing. Whether it's football, life, or business, success is all about working with great people, having a plan, and bringing passion every single day. And when it comes to banking and helping Philly's business owners, nobody does this better than Firstrust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're a business owner and tired of feeling like just another number, you won't with Firstrust. They're family-owned, rooted right here in South Philly, and passionate about the city and our Eagles. Firstrust isn't just a bank. They're about giving your business an edge to win. Big enough to make things happen, but not so big you can't sit down and have a real conversation about your business and get things done. Oh, and did you catch me in that TV commercial? It's good. Visit firsttrust.com or call 1-800-220-BANK to get in touch with them and tell them BG sent you. Firstrust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds.
Well, it's a good transition into what's going on with the defense right now because, the back seven is for the whole playing very well. The pass rush is not getting home at the moment, and you can tell that Vic Fangio knows that in the way that he's calling games, right? He's blitzing more than he did last season. He's doing some of those exchange pressures where, he's sending Cooper DeJean and having an end drop. What do you see from that group? And
That's another thing. They missed on that strip sack, man. That was a strip sack.
You think so?
They missed on that one. That was
a heck of a play from DeJean.
Man, it was a heck of a play. And I don't get what they didn't see because he hit that ball before he even started going
You think
forward.
so?
It was, man, that was a great play. Great timing. But
he was listening to you.
That.
I'm getting on that throwing arm.
Man, he got on the throwing arm, got the ball, and that play right there, that was a tough one right there too, because that changed the game a little bit too. In the beginning of the game, it could have been probably more.
Right.
They probably wouldn't even got a score.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what was up. You never want to blame the refs because in those moments, I think Nick Sirianni had a good response for that for the refs.
Well, I will ask you about one of those calls in a bit.
Yeah,
it was a little familiar. But.
Yeah, for sure. But I ain't like that one.
But with the pass rush, are you concerned?
I'm not concerned. It's just we got to keep building, keep believing in this. The time I was talking about right here. JC, he's getting in better shape. I think he's gonna start being a terror in there. Jordan Davis, it's great to have him as an addition to the pass rush. Nolan's out right now, so you got Zadarius, who's learning the chemistry, learning the chemistry with the guys. Then you got
Jalix, you got
Jalix,
Ojolari.
Yep. All them guys.
First game.
Jalix and them first time starting full time like he's been doing, and now it's about building chemistry with each other, being able to say stuff without saying stuff, to give away your calls and stuff like that. Like how me and Fletch had. And that's just the chemistry that you build. And right now, this is what they're doing. They're going through the chemistry right now. They're talking through things. They know how each other rush and where they end up in games and if they can win their one-on-ones or not sometimes, because every time you're not going to win your one-on-one, but if we run in games together, games are where the tackle will go first and I will go up the field to sell the tackle that I'm going outside, but really I'm not. And then the tackle would bump him to go inside of him, and then they come around.
Well, we saw it on Zadarius Smith's sack in this game.
Yeah.
He was working with Jalen.
They're running pass rush games, and so they are building that, and that's sometimes don't always come right away. But I'm believing that these guys are continuously working because of the coaches that they have. Because I know how my coach is. He's a technician. He's trying to make sure that we really walking through these things so that we can have those tools in the toolbox when it's time to play and it's time to go out there and get a sack on third down. And that's what I'm betting my money on, that they just all are working, and when they really get familiar, the sacks gonna come.
But it is at least worth noting that while the Eagles have 7 sacks through 5 games, Josh Sweat has 5 sacks. Milton Williams has 3.5 sacks, I believe.
Yep.
And Bryce Huff, or 2.5 sacks, and Bryce Huff has 3 sacks.
3 sacks.
So the 3 of those guys combined have 10.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Eagles only have 7.
I know. And I understood. We lost some great ones, man. I'm happy for them. Milton winning.
Milton is playing so well, man.
I know.
And Josh Sweat's playing unbelievable.
Like, unbelievable. And so that's what I'm looking at with these guys. It's like, yeah, we lost some good ones, but that's why I say the chemistry. The chemistry is something that we all have to build together, because we don't have like no clear cuts right now that's just dominating where they got a double. Everybody is just kind of like got to win their one-on-ones. I mean, of course, JC get his two double teams, but everybody just gotta get there, gotta win their one-on-ones.
How hard is it to be double teamed so often? I mean, I'm
it's
sure
hard.
Fletch dealt with this a lot.
Yeah, you got to be in shape for it, because having 4 hands on you, man, is tough.
Okay.
And fighting 4 hands, and really you got to fight 2, be able to beat the one guy up so the other ones don't want to mess with you. You got to knock out one of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to pay for all these hands, and so you got to
turn 4 hands into 2 hands.
Yeah, you got to turn 4 into 2 hands, and then you that's why you gotta have that continuous rush. But more than likely for him, he's looking for us to go out there and at least disrupt him
right.
Until he has time to get 2 hands on him.
Okay. That's yeah. I mean, that would be like, just give me a chance, man.
Yeah. And it's frustrating sometimes, but he do get the one-on-one based off a blitz. And that's sometimes where he can get his one-on-one, knowing that somebody's coming. It's either he's going to be free or he's going to get the one-on-one.
Right.
Because they want to stay
you're
on the double
creating-
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you creating one-on-ones based off the blitzes
that makes sense.
coach calls. Mm-hmm.
I did have to ask you about one play in particular, because I hope it wasn't traumatic for you to bring back bad memories.
Oh, man.
The call on Zack Baun for a late hit on R.J. Harvey, which extends a drive, eerily familiar to the call on you against Taylor Heineke in the first loss of the 2022 season against the Commanders.
Yeah, that was a big play in the game where it was like, man, we would have had a little more time in that last drive. They would have had to kick the field goal right there instead of wasting a little more time. That's where you felt the game was over at that point. Just like for me when I had hit Heineke, it was just
What do you remember about that play?
I just remember sliding and couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And man, all I did was hit him just a little bit, like a little nudge, man. And they threw that flag and the game was over. They got that first down and time ran out after that.
How hard is that to like stop yourself when you're going 100 miles an hour trying to hit a guy?
It's hard because sometimes people are trying to get extra yards on you. That's just like sometimes that middle ground, that in between is like, is the quarterback going to run out of bounds or is he going to try to go get some extra yards and then he try to run through you and then he out there flexing when you thought he was about to run out of bounds. So it's a tricky feeling. I mean, it's tricky, man, because even when they slide, they trying to get as much as they can before they slide, just to get you to jump over them or hit them in the head because they know they got the power in that.
How did you feel after that one?
I felt terrible. I know Zach felt terrible.
Right.
Like, man, I hurt myself, hurt the team, and didn't help us in that situation.
Have you seen what Jalen did on the final play of the game?
I did. He had told me he did that too. I was like, man. Then they start noticing it, and he got there so fast
like
too.
If that ball, like there is actually a chance where he makes that play.
Just how Devontae was right there and had like jumped and man.
I know it's a little bit too poetic that both Devontae and AJ had their hands on the ball on the final play of the game.
I know. I wish they all would have just been like this together. And just
could you imagine?
Oh man,
together?
like so who you give it to? I gotta give it to Smitty because he inside.
That's so
inside. Funny. But that would have been so cold if people went crazy screaming and we got the ball. But somebody had to let it go though, so somebody can tuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody be punching
right.
Trying to
so Jalen told you that he did that? That's
yeah,
funny.
he had told me that he ran down because he thought that he pretty much thought that he was gonna get a tip. You just never know how stuff was gonna happen, and that's what happened. I was like, wow.
I don't know that we that people understand how much you are still in the building, even though you're not on the team. Explain like how often you're there.
Well, I'm in there working out. Like, nah, man, I gotta stay working, and if they gonna allow me to come in, which is cool. I mean, I appreciate it. I still got a locker in a different locker room, but not the main locker room.
Oh yeah, the staff locker room.
Yeah, the staff locker room. It's cool though. I'm cool with that. I get to know the staff even more. It's helping me in a big way too. It's not just cold turkey and everything, and coming in, feeling the highs and lows of it. Still, but still can. The best part about it is I can get up out of there whenever I'm ready.
Yeah. How often do you go?
I go during the week. I go during the week almost every day, just working out.
Okay.
Just for this year. I say for this year, just going in. It's like routine. It's like go take my kids to school. Sometimes come here, record. Depends on what I got to do. I was golfing in the beginning.
Okay.
A whole lot during the summer, especially during the summer. But now I done kind of slowed down a little bit because I got my workout plan that I try to stick to, so I had to kind of relax on golf and do it on the weekends. But yeah, right now, man, I'm just in there, really just to see the guys and eat free food. And then,
do you feel a little bit like like when you go to college and then you go back to high school? When you visit, like,
oh man,
like,
you
think
what?
This is your place, but all of a sudden everybody's moved on, like.
Sometimes you feel like that. Sometimes but not yet.
Okay.
But I know exactly what you're talking about. That's just like me going back to Michigan.
Right.
I'm going back next week. Yeah, it feel like you ain't nobody looking for you.
Right.
It's just happy. Oh, we
Right.
happy you back. Hey,
Yeah, I remember you.
hey,
Yeah.
but ain't nobody really, and it's okay because it's all about the new guys coming in, and I know that even with football, Howie and them have to worry about who's there. I mean, I'm there, but I'm not a part of the team. I'm
Right.
not. If anything, I'm just here for moral support of just helping these guys in any way that I can while it's still kind of fresh. But after a while, people not gonna know me other than just who.
I feel like people are always going to know you.
Well, they gonna know, but it's different when you play with people too.
Sure.
You played against people, so they can kind of talk about. Oh man, I remember when you did this. We had stories together, stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah, when people is not in the building, and then I won't be in the building as much. Who knows? I don't know what's
Right.
gonna happen, but that's where you start to lose because I'm not always in Michigan building, but they talk about me. They keep my name
Yeah.
alive, and I'm sure it'll be the same here until somebody else. Because you know what else be happening? It's like Coach Sirianni will show your highlights of, man, at year 15, BG was out here running to the ball like
Yeah.
this until the next person does it.
You were, for a lot of guys, their last connection to the team, right? So like now Lane is still there. So
Yeah.
whenever Lane goes, it's like that fully bridges that gap. But
Yes.
like a guy like Trent Cole or Todd Harriman's, guys who were of that era, they still played with you. So it's
Yep.
like one of my teammates is still on the team. So there's that connectivity.
Yep.
Once you and Lane go, then it's like that's cut off.
Like for me, it'll be Jordan Davis and them Jalen Carters. See who lasts that long out of them, and I will live through them a little
Right.
bit. Like, what's going
Right.
on, y'all? How's it going with
Right.
everything? Unless you still have some coaches that was there too,
Right.
during that time. Like Stout's been there through some storms.
If you had to guess, which current Eagle is going to last the longest?
Which current Eagle? Well, I gotta go with Jalen first because
Sure.
he's the quarterback. But if I had to say, I mean, Jake gonna be there a while.
Yeah, true.
Braden, the way he
Yeah.
punting,
Yeah.
yeah, he gonna be there a while. And then let me see. It ain't no guarantees and all that
No
because boy,
guarantees, yeah.
is this the year kickers is just bouncing more than I ever seen.
That's true.
But at least they get other opportunities.
You could say Jalen Carter. You could say Cooper DeJean or Quinyon Mitchell. You
Yeah, I could say-
Jihad, although you didn't play
yeah.
Jihad.
Yeah, I say Jordan Mailata would be
That's a good one.
because his body, he got a strong body. I feel like he can last a little bit, and he take care of himself.
Obviously, you talked to Jalen. Who are the other guys who are picking your brain as they go through the ups and downs of the season?
Well, I talk to Nolan all the time when I'm in there. Then when I see JC, talk to him. I try to talk to everybody for real. Just what's up, man? Even if it's just giving them some good energy for the day. Just what up,
Yeah.
up. But we all grown men in there. We all figuring it out. But I'm always there to lend an ear if somebody want to talk about something. You're trying to set yourself up because you got people watching and people want to root for you too. And sometimes it ain't always easy to have to manage those emotions.
You think there's like diminishing returns to winning so much? So like if you're always winning, every single win doesn't feel quite so special.
Yeah, you kind of got to always remind yourself how hard it is to win in this league.
Yeah.
And how special that is that we went on that run that we just went on. And it's not always like that every year. Just like this year is different than what it was last year, even though we got a lot of similar players from last year that understands what it takes. But man, right now, it's about every year is a new year. Every year we got to continue to keep the bonds that we already had. If you got similar players there too, then you got to welcome in the new guys and get them up to speed on how y'all work, how y'all do things around here, and until and hopefully for them they keep the tradition going of just putting the work in because work is something that is gonna be around for a long time. We always got to work. You always got to work to that goal. You got to you got to be consistent, or it's gonna show up where y'all don't look like y'all know what y'all doing because ain't nobody being consistent with nothing. Everybody kind of just going to work, but they ain't having fun with it. Everybody ain't enjoying trying to be better or doing that 1% for real. It's just all lip service sometimes. But in this case, I think that they got a good staff, good coaches, good players, but you got to build to that.
Yo, Philly, it's your guy, Brandon Graham. I'm coming to build sports cars and memorabilia at their brand new Deptford Mall location. Saturday, October 11th, starting at 1 p.m. I'll be signing autographs, taking pics, and hanging with the best fans in the world. That's you. Get your tickets now at Bill's in Deptford, their Philly shop, or online at billsportsmemorabilia.com. Don't wait. Spots are going fast. Let's kick off the Sunday pregame a day early. Come party with me at Bill's in the Deptford Mall. Hey, it's BG for my team at the Bet Parks Online Casino and Sportsbook, the only sportsbook and casino app that I recommend, because there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. Join me and download the app now. Make your downtime fun time. It's all right on your phone. Bet the Birds game or play classic casino games. Play hundreds of hot online slots like Whitney Houston and Huff and even more Puff. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. BetParks.com for details. So, whether your team scores or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParks Online Casino and Sportsbook app. Remember, you must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Philly, it's your boy BG. Y'all remember the strip sack? Well, now I'm bringing you the Crooked T strip sack pack. Yeah, it's big, it's heavy, and it's juicy. It's the kind of pack you don't just carry, you show it out. You already know it's zero sugar and all flavor. And now it's stuffed with 24 cans and collectible trading cards by the one and only Jordan Spector. And some cards are even signed by me. Every case is packing heat. From the fridge to the tailgate, this is one sack you're gonna be proud to display. Get it today on GoPuff or at a store near you.
We are back on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Bet Parks and Parks Casino. And BG, I see this shiny thing next to you. What do we got there?
Hey, man, me and Jordan Spector, Mortal Relics collectible card. We cut up my game-worn Super Bowl jersey and my game-worn cleats. And we got like 20 different variations of different things, like the captain's patch in the card. Then we got
your jersey
the NFL
number.
logo.
Okay, yeah.
Like jersey number where you can go chase to try to, piece them all together to make it spell out the Graham and the Graham on the back.
Okay.
The 55 number. The eagle eyes, like they got so many different things. And so,
was it hard for you to give up that jersey?
Not this one, because the first one was very special, and this one was even more special. But I want to do something for the fans, get the fans kind of a piece of history that they could take with them too, because not a lot of people I feel have done something like that, and I thought it was unique. So we all just partnered up, and Mortal Relics.
People can get those at SpectorSportsArt.com.
Yep, SpectorSportsArt.com. And yeah, man, go ahead and get yourself a piece of that history. I'm sorry, y'all, but I had to take one piece.
Okay.
I got the 4 stars. The
for
4
the
stars of the sea.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's kind of sweet where you got the 4 stars, like the way the card was made. You see the 4 stars, then you got this design with me in the Super Bowl. It's sweet. Yeah, it's sweet, man. So y'all got to make sure y'all get y'all card.
Let's talk about a few other things that are going on off the field. I want to ask you about, you've been doing the Good Morning Football hits every Friday at NFL Network up in New York. What's that been like?
I've been having to wake up 3:30 so I can leave the house by 4, get to New York.
Driving or train?
They send the car. They actually send the car. So sometimes I get to go to sleep. So it's nice. It is nice, but
I need to get on that. Yeah.
Getting up at that time, I got to make sure Thursday night I go to bed a little early. So wifey take care of the kids for me. I get into bed a little early so I can get up at 3:30 and get to work. But I usually get there around like 6. Usually try to get me like a breakfast sandwich at this little spot that's open at that time.
Okay.
And then
what's your go-to breakfast sandwich?
I usually get like a Beef, sausage, egg, and cheese. That's what they got. It's really good.
Beef sausage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, beef, sausage, egg, and cheese.
Build me your perfect breakfast sandwich.
Okay. Give me a croissant roll.
Croissant,
Yeah,
really?
I like croissants.
Oh,
Put it on a croissant.
that's wild.
Sometimes I do turkey bacon,
Okay.
and then I do scrambled eggs on top. Sometimes fried eggs, depends on the day.
Okay.
Then you got your American cheese. Sometimes grape jelly.
Ooh.
Yeah, grape jelly on it. Oh man, now you sleep. You going right back to
Yeah.
sleep.
Now, so listen, I like a croissant, but for the breakfast sandwich, it's not my favorite vehicle.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. You put it on a croissant. Try it on a croissant. Get it toasted a little bit. Like
Okay.
oh man, let them cut it, toast it up a little bit. You know where I got it from? NovaCare.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'm at. NovaCare,
Okay.
and they got me hooked.
I feel like this is going to be our most controversial discussion point yet. You let us know.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know in the comments what your ideal perfect
Yeah, what's that
breakfast
perfect
sandwich
one?
is.
But yeah, that's
Ooh.
that's my go-to.
Okay, so you get that breakfast sandwich. Then what's it like up at NFL Network?
And then sometimes after I eat, I got probably like an hour and a half. I take
Okay.
a little nap, and then they got me. Now I know I can't sleep.
So
around
far, all
there.
I'm hearing is just naps and food.
Yeah, I had went to sleep again, just waiting. I told him to wake me up around when it was time to go because I was just tired this last time. And they got a video, or not a video, a picture of me sleep.
Did they?
And yeah, put it on the show. It was funny because I didn't even know. So this time around, I didn't fall asleep.
Okay. And how's it been going with those?
It's been
You like
going.
those?
It's been going really good, man. Getting better every time, and yeah, it's reps. It's consistent reps. Consistency on knowing what you want to talk about. You get the schedule ahead of time on what we're gonna talk about,
Right.
and then you kind of
The rundown we call it in the business.
Yeah, the rundown. You get the rundown on what's going on, and then now you have something to think about on how you want to respond and which angle you want to go on, and what's going to be different about what you're saying. And so, yeah, it's fun. It's cool.
How different do you feel? I mean, you have been doing media all the way along during your career, but to not be there, like to have seen it and hear yourself be talked about by the media, do you feel differently being the one talking about players?
You know, I don't have to have any takes.
Yeah.
I don't have to have them hot takes. I'm just gonna speak my honest opinion because
Right.
credibility is a big thing in this business, and I just want to feel like, yeah, I'm heard in that sense where I got a little experience with some stuff, and I've seen some stuff play out. You ain't gonna be always right with stuff, but I gave my honest opinion on it at the time, and that's all I could ever ask for. I ain't trying to go after nobody. I ain't looking for you after the game. I don't want you looking for me because we just ain't got to go there. But I know I got a job to do.
Sure.
And every job doesn't require you to have a take, but some jobs do. And so I might just have to stay away from them jobs because I want to be the guy that root for the underdog, the one that try to find a positive outlook on it other than just the negative.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, man, don't nobody suck because we all got to that point in our career. It just, we might not have the right people around us right at the time. Because I've seen it where coaches has not had a good supporting staff, and then it makes their name look a little bad because of how things played out. But then they get with they get up under somebody, they learn a little more, they get a little better, and then they realize like, man, all right, I'm gonna take these coaches with me, and then you have a different results because maybe you didn't have that many good players the first time. So it's just all about your situation.
I love the stories of guys who don't put it together somewhere for whatever reason. They travel around, and then finally they find like the right spot for them.
Yep.
You know, like Rasul Douglas comes to mind.
Yes.
Right. Like
Yes.
Rasul was a good player for the Eagles. Didn't all the way work out. He has to go to a practice squad with the Cardinals. You know, as a year with the Panthers. Then finally he lands in Green Bay.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, this is exactly what he's been meaning to do all along. And he turns into a star, right?
Turned into a star. And that boy went out
I
there.
love those stories.
Man, I love them stories. And that's where I'm at. I want to say I was big, I was high on a guy when he was going through his hard time, and then look what happened. Look, see, y'all ain't got no patience.
Right.
And so that's the thing in this business, man. It ain't no patience. It's what have you done for me lately? And then you ain't gonna be in here not for long. in the NFL because that's how fast you can be gone.
And it's patience from the fans, but it's also patience from the teams,
Yeah.
like the coaches.
Yeah,
you know?
'cause the
if
team
you're not
feel the
helping me
pressure.
right now, I don't know that I have the patience to develop you. That
Yeah,
happens sometimes.
because you don't know how long you got in that job.
Exactly.
So it's always that you fighting against. But I always try to root for the guys, root for them underdogs.
Anybody else who comes to mind as someone who's come around?
Nolan.
Nolan. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan. Because they was ready to
it's
Jordan
true.
Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had his good game. You feel he's trending in the right way.
Right.
And that's where I'm at. I want them boys to use that as fuel all the time because that was me too. It sucked when you
Zack
win
Baun.
it. Yeah, Zack Baun. Yeah, came in here. Man, we had a bunch of underdogs. We got a bunch of underdogs on this team, even though Jordan and Nolan went first round. So it wasn't as underdog.
But guys who have been
Yeah.
through the roller coaster of life in the NFL.
And that's it. That's all it is. It don't matter if you went first or not because usually it's worse for you when you went first because now, oh man, you suck, you this and that, man.
Right.
You got to hear all that. When people didn't have no expectations with Zack Baun, and then look what happened. He turned into a star. And it's only because of the work he put in. But that's all with us sometimes. You get in the first round. Not saying that that's us because I went first round too, but you take things for granted, which I did a little bit in the beginning until I really learned how to be a professional and learn how to work by seeing others in front of me. And that's what helped me use that as motivation because I knew I could play, but it was just sometimes you don't always take things as serious as you should because you're young, you immature a little bit. But then I appreciate it even more when it was threatening to get taken away from me. And then now you want to get on your stuff because it don't always work for everybody in that sense. But people sometimes take this stuff for granted, and then they still take it for granted because they ain't got that in them, that dog in them a little bit. But I owned it at the time of, man, I took stuff for granted, and then I was worried about other people. One thing I used to worry about, like, man, how you gonna tell me to do something, and then you gonna tell that guy, you ain't gonna tell him though.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm sweet? You know what I'm saying? You think you could just do that to me? But it's like, man, you can't worry about other people. When I tore my knee, I say, man, I want to break all these people. I was a rookie. Man, I want to break all these vets. I'm taking all these reps, man, and they ain't doing nothing. I was just worried about them. And then I got a break. I tore my knee.
Yeah.
And I got a long break for that one. And then I had to deal with some busts during that time. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna worry about nobody else after that. And I tried to stick to that. And I still, even to this day, I try to tell other people, man, don't worry about what other people, I'm telling you. I tell them that story all the time.
Right. I've been where you are.
I've been where you are. This is making you better. And this is one day at a time. And man, if you can't go no more because you gave everything, they'll understand. Because it's impossible sometimes, some of the stuff that they do, it's impossible to kind of keep that same energy up because they know that you're struggling and they know it's a hard day for you. We call it a hard down. It's a hard down for you right now. And you what you gonna do? That's just like the last preseason game. It's a hard down for them boys.
Yeah.
Because they got to play a lot of plays. And you see some of these guys.
Like Nolan last year, plays in the final preseason game. Yeah.
And you can't breathe and then the play about to come and then you just coming off the ball. You like, man, I'm trying to catch my breath and they run another play. So yeah, man, sometimes it's a hard down, but it's always good to have good vets in your room or someone that's been there before to try to help you through that stuff and navigate through. So I try to be that for them.
All right, it's time for BG's picks. And BG's, you started well last week.
Yeah.
You had the Saints beating the Giants at home. That was a good call. You perfectly called the Bucks in Seattle, how that game was going to play out. But then it got away from you a little bit. You had the Chargers beating the Commanders.
Oh, man, I know.
Now, I thought you did a very good job. You said the Patriots had a real chance to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Better than people thought. But you still had the Bills winning that game.
Yep.
And then you had the Jags losing to the Chiefs. So 2-3 last week.
Yep.
Let's see if we can turn it around this week. Got 5 new games for you.
Yep.
Let's start with the Rams, the 3-1 Rams, going to play the 1-4 Baltimore Ravens. Don't know if Lamar is going to be back yet.
Yeah, if Lamar's not back, Rams is Rams look good, man. They just lost to the they just had a hard down that game.
Yeah.
That was bad at home too. So I know they're gonna be hungry to get a win, and I would say the Rams coming out of this one.
All right, now we got the matchup of the 2020 Eagles coordinators, the 2-3 Cardinals going to play the 4-1 Colts, Gannon against Steichen.
You know what? Josh Sweat been doing really good on defense. I think he'll change the game in this one, and
upset.
Get Cardinals winning this one, because man, they've been having three rough ones.
Yeah.
Field goals. Oh man, they've been shooting themselves in the foot, especially this last game against the Titans. That fumble to the touchdown. Oh, that was crazy.
Oh
but
man, 1 week after a guy had done that before. Yeah,
I know, and so I think that they get back on track, and you'll see Gannon and them finally get back in the win column.
Okay. The 3-2 Seahawks go into Jacksonville to play the 4-1 Jaguars.
Well, Seahawks been playing tough, and I don't think Jaguars. That was a good game. That was a good gritty game against
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, but I really think that man, they got something special going on in Seattle right now, man. It's them boys. I didn't expect them to play as good as they played against
the Bucs.
Against the Bucs, but yeah, I say that Seahawks go get them a win.
All right, we got a matchup of 4-1 teams. The Niners going to Tampa Bay.
Niners, Tampa Bay. That's gonna be a hard fought one right there. I really feel that this will be a game. Mac Jones, they gonna get after him a little bit. So I'm gonna have to go with, I think Hassan.
Okay.
Jump in there. I'm gonna throw out Hassan's name and say he'd get a strip sack in there, or maybe two, to help kind of change this game. But yeah, it's gonna be a hard fought game. But I think Baker and them got it.
All right, last one is the Sunday nighter. The Lions, your Lions, going to Kansas City to play the 2-3 Chiefs.
That's gonna be another fist fight, but I think the Lions are a little stronger than them, and I say the Lions gonna get one.
All right, there we go. BG's picks for the week. We'll see if we can improve on 2 and 3. Welcome back to Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Bet Parks and Parks Casino. And it's time to look ahead to a short week matchup for the Eagles, BG. Thursday night at Giants Stadium. Let's talk short week first. What was your short week routine?
Short week routine was getting back healthy, getting your body back feeling good to get ready for Thursday game, because Thursday be here before you know it.
How'd you go about doing that? What did you change about your routine?
Well, what we did was, it was more mental than it was physical. So I tried to make sure I got massage, I got my acupuncture, I did, chiropractic work, getting my back and stuff cracked, just getting everything in alignment, because you in good shape. You just got to make sure you get to the game and make sure you're feeling good getting to the game. So that's where massages would come in, where I would do right after the game that next day on Monday, and then right there on Wednesday you try to get another one, and then that's when I do my acupuncture and stuff, and then feel good for the game.
What would you usually, in a normal week, when do you get the massages?
I usually get the massage on that Monday, and then I usually get it on a Friday.
Okay.
But Wednesday, the day before the game, that'd be plenty.
And then as for the mental part and just like the actual turnaround, did you like having a short week because it meant that you got a little bit of extra time on the back end, or you dislike them?
I do like the short week, especially coming off a loss, because we can get that bad taste out of our mouth real quick. And so it's more of, now we got to make sure we carry out the game plan that we do have, or that we did just have, because it's not many things that you would have to change up that week. Everything comes at you fast, and you would just have to make sure that it's about execution, because it's the same thing for them. They don't have time to really plan for you.
How do you feel about this Giants team and this Giants matchup?
Man, it's a NFC East opponent. It's always tough. It don't matter what, no matter what. But you got to make sure in the beginning of the game, we got to take the momentum, because we at their place. They going to feel they ain't got nothing to lose. They going to go out there and they trying to embarrass us. And then Jackson Dart, he all right. They got two good touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of, fell through in the end. But I felt like that's what we got to do. We got to make sure we keep getting stronger as the game going. Don't leave nobody in it. When it's time to take over and go get them, we got to make sure we put them out their misery. And so when you have people hanging around in this league, people will find you, and they'll definitely, as you can see, the Broncos found us, and then we couldn't stop the storm that was coming.
Now, MetLife Stadium, or whatever it's called, not a fun place to play. That field, players hate it. How come?
Because it feel like you plan on. It's not like your newer, I would say your newer turf fields, because it feel like it's concrete under it.
Okay.
Because it's not as soft as some like okay, you got, I know what's the name is a dome, but the Rams
Chargers Stadium.
Then our stuff, I don't know, it might be just different because it's a dome and it's hard to kind of keep it up when it's getting rained on and stuff like that. So I don't know the ins and outs of it, so I don't want to just pounce on it, but something got to change.
Yeah. Because
every field is not like that. I mean, the Patriots field feels just like theirs too, but MetLife been getting more injuries on theirs.
So what is it like? It hurts your body.
It just feel hard.
It doesn't feel supported.
Yeah, it don't feel supported. It don't feel like, it don't feel as good.
It doesn't feel like grass.
It don't feel like how grass feel.
Yeah,
and it's not as forgiving when you fall.
Is that your least favorite stadium to play at?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
Them and the Patriots for sure.
And the Bears one's bad too, right?
Bears was slippery. Like they
That's
got
different.
grass, but it was like you ain't the traction.
Okay.
I don't know. It's different. I don't know why they just won't use what works for other stadiums.
Right.
And just do it like that.
Well, then you got Arizona, where
because we got good grass.
Slippery.
Our grass is real good. I don't know. However they do that, like everybody should have that
Shout
same
out to
grass.
Tony Leonard.
Yes.
And the grounds crew.
Hey, the grounds crew, them boys. And shout out to y'all because y'all do a great job with the Eagles, and people need to take notes. And whoever do the best with the turf, they need to take notes, and other teams need to adapt it. Adapt what is working for other stadiums.
All right, so Cardinal Stadium, where we know it was slippery in the Super Bowl, Soldier Field, Giants Stadium, Patriots Stadium. If you had to blow up one of those stadiums, which one would it be?
Probably MetLife.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the matchup itself. What's your prediction for this game?
I say the Eagles get back on track, win in a big way. It's gonna be a tight one till it's not, and it probably happen like how I did with the Saints in the second half.
BG, we go to the mailbag, and if you want to send in video mailbag questions, you can send those to bo@allphly.com. But our question today, just a written one for you, BG. This is from Francis. He wants to know, have you ever had to go to the bathroom during a game?
Yes, I have. I have had to go to the bathroom during the game. Not the number 2, but you had to pee real bad.
Okay.
And so you just
do you go inside or did you?
No,
you
can do it. You can do it right outside. Like they got this whole cover for you, and you pee right into this where it go. Like it's like a waist. It's like a little. And they cover you up, and then you go. And then now you good for the game.
Okay, it's good. Has ever had a teammate who had to go number 2?
Oh yeah. You had people. I mean, I don't know. I just if it don't happen before the game, like more than likely it happened before the game, and when I'm in the locker room because you a little worried about the game,
right?
Thinking about your matchup, and you out here, you get nervous, and so that's usually what makes you want to go because you get nervous. But by the time I get out there, I'd have been and did that already. But
well, you're a veteran. That's
Well, it just happened where it just happened. Sometimes, honestly, it had happened before where we came out and I feel like I gotta go, but then it goes away because the game is here. Now you in the game, and then by the time halftime comes, then it's time.
Oh, halftime.
Yeah, halftime.
Interesting. Well, then the pressure's on. Like
pressure's on because you ain't got long.
And you got to take the pants off. Like that's tough.
That's tough, and I don't like when I got my uniform on.
And you don't want to have sweaty pants, take them off, and then put them back on.
You do not want to. You do not want to do that because it's cold too. And then you got to kind of get it back to your body temperature.
Yeah.
But whenever I put my stuff on, I don't see how people can just take their shoulder pads off and then put them right back on. It's like, yeah, man, as a big guy, that's once they on, they on.
Yeah.
And then when the game is over, that's when they coming off. That's it. But some people, halftime, they take all their stuff off and then put it right back on. I'm like, man, once this uniform on, it's on.
All right. I like that. Well, good stuff from Unblocked. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Like the video, comment below. Let us know about that breakfast sandwich. I'm curious what everybody says.
Oh, yeah, me too.
BG, we'll be back next week. after the Eagles play the Giants. Much more to come here on Unblocked. For Brandon Graham, I'm Bo Wolf. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.